So hello there, my name's Daniel Lemaitre, and welcome to the video. So as you can see here, I've got 40 Mr. Men from the McDonald's Happy Meal that came out in 1999. So like I said, there's 40 of them all together. And I've got this little poster, a little leaflet here that came with it. And you can see it's got Mr. Bump on the front. And I suppose when you think about it, Mr. Bump's always been a fairly popular character. And if you look on the back of this book that I've got, he was character number 6. And, you know, I've always said that he's quite a popular one. And another one that I've always thought was obviously quite popular is Mr. Tickle. But Mr. Tickle's not been included in this, but he has been involved in other McDonald's ranges and other things as well. And in this batch as well, there's characters that I quite liked, like Mr. Slow, Mr. Daydream and Mr. Wrong. And they don't come in this batch, but they came with the reversible Mr. Men that came out in 2001. And then say if you turn them inside out, if you look on the back, say turn them inside out, there's a little Miss Character on one side and a Mr. Men on the other side. And I've always said one of my favourite ones has definitely got to be Mr. Strong. He was one that I liked, and luckily he's been included in this one. Like I said, Mr. Tickle hasn't. And another one that I quite like that's been involved in this one that's not been involved in all the others is Mr. Nosy. And I've always liked Mr. Nosy. I suppose I like Mr. Nosy because he was green. Green's my favourite colour, and I remember having the book about him. I might still have it somewhere. I've got a few things packed away at the moment. But Mr. Nosy was one I quite liked. However, I'd say, you know, a little bit of criticism that this probably doesn't look 100% what like Mr. Nosy does look like. From what I remember, his nose was a lot more pointed and straight. This one, his nose sort of bends upwards, and it sort of, to me, it looks a little bit like an elephant's trunk. But I'm really pleased with this Mr. Men, and I think these are probably definitely my favourite of the Mr. Men that have come out over the years in McDonald's. There's been a few different varieties of Mr. Men that have been out at McDonald's. And there's some in this that haven't been included in other ones. But then there's been others that have been included. Like, I don't know, when I got the books, Mr. Cool and Mr. Good. And back then in 1999 they weren't around. They were actually new characters that came out afterwards. So there's always been new characters that have been added along the way. So that's why they weren't in this one, but 40 is quite a lot, I think. And when you say you take into account, if you look on the back of here, there's 43 Mr. Men. And I'm not sure how many little Miss books there are, but I've got a few of the little Miss characters as well with this. I never really read the Little Miss books, but I've read the Mr. Men, and yeah, I really like these. So here's a better look at them, and thanks for watching.